Hi there, everyone. I'm just going to talk to you about keyword clustering tools. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you through a couple of different projects and explain to you a little bit more about how keyword clustering works. So what I'm going to look at today is I will look at dining room tables because it's a really good example. So very large number of queries in the dining room tables, dining room table search. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to take around, I think it was around 17,500 keywords. And then we're trying to decide which pages should we actually create on our website if we were to really look at how a customer searches and what they're expecting when they land on your e-commerce store. If we were going to think about that from a customer perspective, how would we make this website make sense to that customer? So that's one of the kind of the purposes, also almost the job of Google is to decide how to go and which page to show to a customer when they make a certain search. So for instance, I'm making a search for a table set of four, a dining room table set of four. I really want to land on a page that shows me a dining room table set of four. The same would be applicable if I made a search for a dining room table set with a bench. I really want to land on a page that shows me those kind of products, so that ultimately I'm not clicking through or kind of having to search through multiple pages when I land on that website. And that's really it's really the purpose of Google. What Google is really kind of, that's the purpose of that platform is to be able to provide the right results for their customers. And part of that we can use to our advantage when we think about how do we actually create pages to reflect what it is the customer has required. If we want to cover all the keywords that are inside our space in the dining room table space, we can actually use that information that Google has to basically inform how we should group our pages together and how we should group our keywords together into logical clusters. And that in kind of essence is exactly what clustering analysis or keyword clustering tools are doing, or certainly our type of keyword clustering tool is doing. We're able to take 17 or 25,000 keywords, and then we're able to group those together into logical groups that reflect the way that Google actually provides, or the pages that Google provides us back for each individual search. So let me explain a little bit more detail. So our keyword clustering tool is essentially taking every individual keyword and running a crawler out into Google search engines in a specific location and pulling back 10 URLs for every individual keyword search it makes. And what that provides us is if we put in 10 keywords, we actually end up with 100 URLs that are attributed to those 10 keywords. If we put in 20,000 keywords, we're pulling back, huge volumes of URLs that are linking those back to every individual keyword. So what we're able to do next, once we have those URLs attributed to each individual keyword, is to do a crossover analysis. And that crossover analysis is looking at, does keyword 1 and keyword 2 and keyword 3, did they share commonality of URLs provided back to us? And if they do, and they meet a certain threshold of that commonality, then what we can do is then we can actually say that the results that we receive back from Google are so similar that it makes sense for us to be able to cluster those keywords back together and to create a single page rather than multiple pages on our website. So that's exactly what we've done here. We've converted 17,000 keywords into 760 or 780 clusters. So you can see here we've got 4 dining room table set, and inside that set we have 193 keywords. We've got a huge amount of volume here. So this is kind of your standard US family is making 683,000 searches a month around dining room table sets. So huge volumes. And over here we can see the number of keywords, and in this JSON file we can actually look at the keywords that sit under that. So you can see all the different searches people are making over here. And this data is really useful for us because it actually enables us to start to use this data in our content creation processes. So we can actually use that for optimization purposes later in the process. We can also look at the type of collection or type of page that we're receiving back here. And you can see here we've got dining room set ideas. There's 18,000 people searching for dining room set ideas. And that one's an informational piece of an informational intent. So let me explain a little bit more about intent and why it's so important. In the main here, what we're seeing is actually the majority of the items that are ranking, certainly in this page, are product collections. And that makes sense because what Google is providing to customers is large websites, probably like Wayfair, Amazon, those types of websites have a page, and on that page we've got lots of different types of products. And the reason for that is because if someone's looking for a set, they want to see a selection just as you would if you walked into a store. and you want to go and buy a dress, you don't want to see one dress, you want to see 100 dresses, and you want to have the best selection so you can make a decision about which one you like most. And exactly the same here. These are big, broad searches that people are making, and as such, people are receiving back large, broad sets of results that people can make a decision on. So Google is providing them with Google product collection pages, so they can land on the page and they can get a really good sense of the different options that are available to them. So we're able now to say there's 760 different collection pages. Let's actually just do a bit of filtering here and get this down to the right number. And we'll run that as a product collection. And this gives us 752. So about 30 pages which weren't collection pages. I'm assuming the majority of those are either product pages or informational queries. So here we've got a huge number of pages that we can now start to filter a little bit further. I'm going to add one more filter here, which is volume, and that volume filter is greater than, I'm going to say in this instance, 1,000 search a month. So I want really, really large clusters, or really, really large number of collection pages. So I've dropped it off at 133 different collection pages we can now go and build in our website. So what's unique about our clustering tool is it actually links directly into our clustering writer, whereby we can actually convert these, keyword research items or keyword clusters directly over into pages on your website. And we can automate the process of building the collection page in Shopify or building the collection page in your Magento store, writing all the content, writing the meta description, writing the title, and then writing really kind of heavily optimized content to be able to help you to rank for those keywords. We can show you that in another video, but in essence, that is our clustering tool in a nutshell. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Love to show you in person about how it works. Please feel free to book some time and we can talk through how it works. It's a super effective way to be able to identify collection pages at scale, informational content at scale, and really kind of start to break out and reverse engineer essentially your website to reflect the way that customers are actually searching for your products and services. So first of all, you can take huge volumes of data, you can cluster that down into collection pages, and then from clustering analysis, you can then convert that over into pages on your website. So I hope that gives you a really good overview of how it works. I'd love to show you in detail. Thanks so much indeed for watching. Bye.